We look at incredibly successful people, and from the outside, they have the best lives imaginable. But look closer, and you find that many of them are quite lonely. While they're surrounded with people they would call friends all day long, the truth is that these people are often more deal friends than real friends. This is an insight from Arthur Brooks. Arthur Brooks is one of my favorite people to read and listen to, and he recently wrote a newsletter on friendship, and I'd love to share it with you. And hopefully, at some point, Arthur and I can have a conversation on my podcast and explore these concepts a little bit deeper. Because all of us at some point in our lives struggle to make friends or even know who our real friends are. This information may help. So here's what Arthur and the science says. There's one type of friend almost everyone has. The buddy who can, help you get ahead in life, the friend from whom you need or want something. You don't necessarily use this person. The benefit, of course, might be mutual, but the friendship's core benefit is more than just camaraderie. These are what social scientists call expedient friendships with people, and Arthur calls them deal friends. And they're probably the most common type most of us have. But to be deeply sustained, you need different type of friends. Those who need nothing from you and who just love you. Real friendships are often feature a shared love for something outside either of you, whether that thing is transcendental like religion or just fun, like baseball. But they don't usually depend on work or money or ambition. In contrast to these real friendships, deal friendships are less satisfying. They feel incomplete because they don't involve the whole self. If the relationship is necessary to the performance of a job, let's say, it might require us to maintain a professional demeanor. We can't afford to risk these connections through, confrontation potentially, or difficult conversations, or even true closeness, because we all know that real friends require work to maintain and aren't profitable like in a worldly sense, right? As such, we often don't do the work to pursue them. When all your friends are deal and none are real, the result will be loneliness, like we stated at the top with these highly successful people that we see from the outside, but don't really know what's going on in their personal lives. And many of them are quite lonely. So here's what you can do about it. If deal friendships have displaced real friendships in your own life, the steps towards regaining a healthier friendship balance are fairly straightforward. Your first option is give yourself a friendship checkup. Ask yourself how many people know you really well. Who would notice when you were slightly off and say something like, "Are you feeling okay today?" For another test of real friendships, try listing a few people, not including your spouse, with whom you are comfortable discussing personal or even vulnerable issues with. The second option is go deep or go home. Start organizing your social life specifically around conversations about profound issues. Direct dinner time chats with friends away from, random stuff like vacation plans or house purchases and toward issues of happiness and love and spirituality, real profound issues that draw people closer together. And then your next option and your last option potentially is make more friends you don't need. The key to building perfect friendships is to see relationships, not as stepping stones to something else, but as a blessing to pursue for their own sake. One way to do this is to make friends not just outside your own workplace, but outside of all your professional and educational networks. Strike up a friendship with someone who truly can do nothing for you besides caring about you and giving good company. Because we know the absolute way to a good life, the surest way to a good life is great relationships paired with great health. And great relationships are hard to maintain. They require work and effort, but man, are they the most fruitful things that we have in this life. Because one of the great paradoxes of love is that our most transcendental need is for people who, in a worldly sense, we don't need it all. If you are lucky and work toward deepening your relationships, you'll soon find you have a real friend or two to whom you can pay the highest compliment. You are useless to me. I simply love you. That's absolutely beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. The highest compliment you can pay is you are useless to me. I simply love you. And we know to live the good life, you have to have great, strong, beautiful relationships, and it takes work. And so maybe through that work, you can pay someone or someone pays you the highest compliment of you are useless to me. I simply love you. And thank you for your time and attention.